Please welcome this week's special guest, Ian. So, Claude, what is Ian to you?
Well, this is Ian, and he's keeping my motorbike in his shed, and my wife doesn't know that I've actually got a motorbike.
Jordan, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. We used to regularly drive to a field together and howl at the moon.
And David, what is your relationship with Ian?
This is Ian. He's the taxi driver who cooked me a fried egg sandwich on the engine of his car.
So there we have it. Lee, where do you want to start?
Well, we could do with one more, because none of them are sounding very convincing. So, Jordan, why would you bark at the moon?
Because full moon, you know, like, that's what you do.
Oh, so you would only...
No, you don't.
You would only do the full moon?
Yeah, it'd be a full moon.
Where would you do this?
A field.
How old were you?
4. My mum was there,
Yeah.
and some of her friends.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
And do you know how old he is? Roughly.
4.
I noticed you had to glance there, Jordan, just
40?
to check. 40? So he's 15 years older than you. So when you were 4, he was 19, right? What's your
Yeah.
relationship with this man?
He's like my mum's mate.
He's your mum's friend, and so your mum would howl at the moon?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, my mum loves the moon. In fact,
Sounds like you all love the moon.
yeah. My mum's name's actually Emma Luna because she likes the moon.
Right.
Hang on, she changed her name to that.
Yeah, I think she's called Emelina.
And what's his name?
Well,
Do you
Ian...
want a minute to think?
It's Ian Howell.
Ian Howell?
Ian Howell.
Yeah.
Ian Howell and Emma Luna. And did you have a moon-associated name at that time?
I wanted one.
But you weren't old enough to get your moon
You hadn't
name.
earned your moon name.
They just
Yeah.
kept calling you son. You're not ready yet, son. How many people were in the field howling at the moon?
I didn't know it was dark.
How long are you doing this? How long are you howling at the moon for? You there
How
all
long
night?
for?
Yeah.
Just until we felt better.
Better. What was up with you?
It's very therapeutic howling at the moon.
But
you know?
yeah, therapy for what? What was up with you?
Well, you know, the month gets a bit like...
Yeah,
oh,
you
know?
look at your hands, they've gone really hairy.
Yeah. Yes.
We're going to howl at the moon.
I had quite a hippie upbringing, you know. It was just getting a one with nature.
So it's getting in one with nature. It was a bit of a hippie...
Feeling the energy.
How long
We
was
just had a
this-
thunder moon, actually. Very powerful.
You've just had one.
Yeah, recently.
We have just had one.
Yeah, we did.
I haven't personally had a thunder moon. It's not like a food. It's not like a dish. I had thunder moon last night. It was fantastic.
I had curry last night, I had thunder moon this morning.
All right, who else would you like to question? Claude, why don't you remind us of
Sorry, Claude, yes.
how you know Ian?
Well, I know Ian because I first met him about a year ago, and he came to fix a leak in my house. In the course of conversation, he said that he's got a motorbike. And actually, I've always wanted a motorbike.
Right, have you never owned one before?
No, I haven't.
OK.
No.
So you've never ridden one?
I probably have on holiday, but not really.
Right.
What bike is it?
What bike have I actually bought?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you've asked me that. It's called... I don't know how familiar you are with bikes.
Well, let's
Very
assume he is.
It's called a Fat Boy.
Oh, good.
Fat boy.
It's a Harley Davidson.
And when did you take your test?
No, I haven't taken the test. That's why the bike's in his shed.
Because you can't drive it.
Not yet,
So
but,
you
but I can start it up.
Why hasn't he told you why?
I don't think she'd approve.
Well, do you think this is not going to give it away a bit on national television?
But sooner or later, the truth must out, and I've chosen tonight.
You've got a Harley Davidson that you're just happy not to ride around.
Well, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. It's more of a status symbol, do you know what I mean?
It's only a
I've got
status symbol
Harley.
if it's outside the shed and
Yeah.
you sat on it. It's not a status symbol if it's someone's shed and no one sees it.
Instagram,
You might as well have
actually.
bought a rake. And you go and visit the bike
I do.
What did
to
you...
have a look at it.
Well, what I do is I tell my wife I'm going on a business meeting,
Yeah.
and that gives me a few hours of leeway, and I go and go to the shed,
And what do you do?
start up the bike, feel the throbbing,
your wife's going to say when she's watching this programme? Apart from, why did you go on that?
Well, the thing is that, actually, she's in the audience now, so it's even
She's here
worse than-
tonight?
She is.
Well, this will be nice for her to find out. How much did you pay for it?
Well, the thing is, the list price was around 17,500.
And how much did you
I've said that
pay?
quickly, so it doesn't kind of get too much.
And how much did you pay,
I
darling?
paid a shade under 15 grand, which I think you'll find is a very good price.
Why did they give you $2.5 grand off? Because you're clearly a rich...
Because that's the way I do deals.
You're just good at doing deals?
Yeah, that's the way I roll.
Now, when you do come to ride this bike, what will your attire be? Will you be wearing leathers?
Yes, I've already bought my leathers.
You wear the leathers when you go to look at it?
Yeah.
You don't.
I do. But the thing is that with me, it's just that I just wanted to have the wind in my hair.
All right, what about David?
Remind us again, please, David.
This is Ian, and he's the taxi driver who cooked me a fried egg sandwich on the engine of his car.
And where were you going from and to?
I was going from a holiday home in the West Country, in Cornwall.
Your holiday home?
No, I temporarily had legal access to the holiday home. Quite a common... I don't know what the name of it in contract law would be, but it's like when you go on holiday to a holiday home, it's not your holiday home, but you're allowed to be there for a bit if you give them money.
It's called a rental.
Rental.
That's right. So you're at a rental home?
I was leaving it to go to a railway station.
What station was it?
Bodmin Parkway.
You definitely started the word Bodmin, not knowing how that was going to end.
And he drove you to Bodmin Parkway?
Yes.
And when did the fried egg, when did that come out in conversation?
Yeah.
When we'd arrived at the...
You'd already
at Bodmin.
arrived?
But didn't you have a train to catch?
Yes, but the train
Yes.
had been cancelled.
Why?
And then-
Why was it cancelled?
I can't remember. But it
how
does
long did you-
sometimes. Believe me, that can happen.
Could he not just drive you into Bodmin and find a cafe?
I think
go
he's
to a camp?
proud of his egg-on engine cooking skills.
How did he do
I
it?
think
Did he have a frying pan on the engine?
No.
happened?
Aluminium foil.
So he has this
Cracked
with
it
him,
in.
did he?
Oh, he didn't have any of this with him. No, no.
Yeah.
He mimed it.
You've got...
And where did he find the egg?
He had it in the car.
He had an egg in the car.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
tell you what, he didn't just have one egg. He had, I think, I would estimate between 3 and 6
Any man
Where
is-
did he keep these eggs?
Yeah.
in an egg box.
No, but where was the egg box? Was it in the boot?
I think it was in a bag in the boot.
A bag in the boot?
Boot, bag, egg box, eggshell, white yolk.
You've forgotten an egg in the boot.
For a man like you, David, it seems socially awkward to be standing round the engine with a bit of tin foil and...
But isn't that more reason that it happened? Any normal people like us would just go, "You're all right, mate," and walk off. He stood out. Well, I suppose I'd better forget the train and just have an egg
Don't
sandwich.
forget the train. I'm waiting. I've got to wait there an hour. Yeah, I'm not trying to sort of forge a new life with Ian at Bodmin Parkway car park. Oh, we've got 4 eggs. That'll see us through the next day or 2.
So, we need an answer. Lee's team. Is Ian Claude's motorbike minder, Jordan's moonlight mate, or David's fried egg friend?
What I don't like about David's story is the idea that there was another... I live in the southwest. That there was another train in an hour. They're not that...
Brilliant. Like once a day.
There's like 3 trains
day.
on that line from Bodmin.
You've been done. Wow.
OK, what about Claude and the motorbike?
The idea that he wouldn't tell his wife
Yeah, I think that's
that he's
silly.
bought a motorbike, I actually do buy. I
Oh,
buy
really?
that bit. The bit I don't buy is that he chooses a light entertainment show that's been
Yes.
nominated for 3 BAFTAs we've never won to tell everybody, mainly his wife, that that is what he's done.
All right, now what about Jordan and Howling at the Moon?
I'm liking this
I
story.
still don't know why. He said it's to make him feel better, but...
No, I had hippie parents and I had to do a lot of weird stuff.
What did you have to do?
Oh, we had to go and sit in circles and chant and shout in like communes in Scotland. Yeah,
Really?
so I had to do weird stuff
This
like
is...
that.
Am I the only one that just... We all had to go shoplifting at Preston?
I'm thinking Jordan.
OK, we'll go... Shall we go for Jordan?
You going for Jordan?
Oh, it could be Claude. Look at his little eyes. Do as just as I said Jordan then, you're about to turn Claude, literally, like the evil man with the white cat on the... Just because of the menacing evil smile, I think we should change it to Claude.
You're going to go with Claude?
Claude.
All right, Ian, please reveal your true identity.
I'm Ian, and Jordan and I used to howl at the moon.
Is he called Ian Howl? And were you called Ian Howl before you were howling at the moon, or did you change your name?
I was always called Ian Howl.
Let's hear the howl. Yes, Ian is Jordan's moonlight mate. Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you.